Greetings, Minecrafters! Nonsanity here, and welcome to episode 15 of the Primus Unabridged series. Today, we're going to keep doing Pneumaticraft, which you can see behind me. I really like this mod. It's a lot of fun. And now we're going to step it up a notch, so let's get started. Alright. Now the first thing I want to do is using a little bit of you can see that I did set up, made some more of these, these fluid conduits. Get rid of that now. I upgraded the plastic to a bedrockium drum. But it comes out of here, goes into the mixer. It also goes into the bedrockium drum, which also feeds into the mixers, so we've got that nice buffer there. I gave it some additional coal, which I'm running short of here. There we go. That'll keep it making plastic from the LPG. And these two still are only a little ways, about almost halfway full. They got some room to grow. And that one hasn't gone any farther because it's out of redstone. I should give it a chest too. Let's do that. Get an item conduit. Where'd it go? There they are. And a chest. And we'll put that there. Export. Insert. And toss the redstone in. Alright, that'll keep it going. Don't want it to overfill with diesel. Alright, so, and I've been putting barrels of oil. This is a nice bedrockium drum. I went to one of my dimensions that I made with RF tools and just went searching for giant oil wells and got almost 5,000 buckets. Well, 4,500. So good there. Okay. So yeah, that's been working pretty well. I did have to get more coal because this ran out. And this is only a small fraction of what I've got. I'm using ATLauncher just to get me a good bit of it. But we're not going to be doing coal for too much longer. But that's what hopefully we can get to today in this episode. So, what's in here? Oh yeah, I was experimenting with stuff. Getting ready. Let's get a chest. There we go. And I need some plastic. I need 4 red plastic, I think, and like 6 gray. I think that's what I need. Let's make one of these, an amadron tablet. So I need, there's the plastic, I need 7 gray plastic. There we have the 4 red plastic. 1 more gray. There we go. Next, need the air canister. Well, I gave it all my redstone. I had some redstone just for my own purposes. There we go. So we can now make the air canister bump and put it all together. Put it all together manually. And there we go. Amadron tablet. But it needs pressure. So we're going to have to wait a way to fill it up. Filling, no. What is it called? It is this thing. Charging station, not filling station. Bricks, pressure, and cobblestone. I could do that. Bricks. Cobblestone slabs. So make the slabs with the bricks and that. And we'll just take it over here and hook it up there. Now I can take the tablet and toss it in. And that will charge it up. The thing I wanted the lubricant for if we look at the lubricant here and look at uses for it, oh, I need it in a bucket form. Bucket lubricant. There we go. With sugar and lapis lazuli, which I got plenty of, makes these speed upgrades. So that's something I made some ahead of time here. Let's grab 4. This looks like something that we can use them in. It's very slowly filling up. But if we put these in there, it should go much faster. Oh, and it is. Oh yeah, it's almost halfway done now. Though this does use a lot more air, so the pressure might start to fall. Looks like it's keeping up with 4 upgrades. I don't see it falling. That's something to keep in mind. You put more of these in here, you're going to have to be producing a whole lot more air to keep up with it. But this probably doesn't need to be completely full for my purposes. So let's take it out and give it a try. So what we're going to do, we're going to put some emeralds in this chest. I'm going to put a stack of emeralds in there. I'm going to shift right-click the chest with this tablet. And now I'm going to right-click the tablet in the air. And here we go. We can order things. Interesting. It's like trading with villagers. I can use wheat to buy emeralds. Interesting. Not that I don't have plenty of emeralds. I can make a personal shrinking device from compact machines. There's a little bit of crossover there. Some iron armor. Oh, you can just go ahead and buy lubricant. Oh, that's interesting. And buy LPG too. Well, you have to have made the LPG. You have to have made the plastic to get to this point. But we want to get a blueprint. So I'm going to click that, or right-click it. There we go. Right-click it, and it says 1. And now we'll say order. And if we look in here, we still have the stack. But now, keep an eye on the room. Ah! Looky there. It's a drone. What's he doing? Oh, there's another drone. I think there's just one drone. I don't think that one's there. Yeah, I think those are ghosts. Whoa! Oh. I just ordered one. It took the entire stack and bought me 8. Okay. I'm pretty sure I only told it to order 1. It's worked before, but we have done an update, so maybe there's some new little issue. Obviously, there's an issue with these things ghosting out. They're not really here, are they? Can't tell. They're moving. Let me see if relog will fix this. I'll be right back. Well, they're still there. So they're not ghosts. I seem to be able to interact with them too. Well, what if I... Oh. There's a bunch of them there. How many are here? Interesting. Okay. They obviously multiplied when I did the order. It's all right. I can use the blueprints, I suppose. All right. Well, what was I going to do with these? Continue on. I need some redstone lamps, some more compressed. Okay, so I just need the lamps. Do I have some? Probably picked up some lamps somewhere along the way. I did. So let's make it a UV light box, which I got from the instability orbs down below. But hey, let's play legit. Play legit. There it is. It needs pressure. We can give it that. And now we're going to put something in it. We're going to put in an empty PCB. To make a PCB, we need some green plastic and some compressed iron in our pressure chamber. So let's order up some green plastic. There we go. And toss it in here with a piece of compressed iron. I put a couple levers on here just so that I can control. Oh, that should not have taken it. Oh, yeah, it's going to take it out because... okay, here we go. Only on a high signal. All right. So let's... okay, good. Got that out. The iron should still be in there. Or did it get sucked into it? Oh, yep, there. Now it's changed. All right, so now we can come over here, flip the lever, and it gets sucked out for us. All right. There it is, empty PCB. You notice I did put some speed up. Well, I have in the pressure chamber interfaces, I've got 4 speed upgrades in each of those too, just to speed things going in and out. All right, so now we can come over to here to this, and we can toss it in there, and it's going to start processing. There it says etch success chance 1%, and that's going to slowly go up. We can put these speed upgrades in there, and it'll go up a bit faster. Check the pressure. Falling a little bit, but that's okay. Next, we need something to go in there. This is just a little box I've made, sort of a little vat. We're going to put something in there, and for that we're going to need to make some liquid. See if I can remember this recipe. That bucket of water. Come on, T. There we go. Oops, bucket of water. And I can put those away. There was one more thing. What was it? And where is the liquid? Okay, just right here. Etching acid. So to make that... green plastic. I need some green plastic. Green, please, 2. All right. These all go into the pressure chamber. My magnet on, they're going to go a little crazy in there, but that's okay. They can swirl around a bit. I think it looks even better with them swirling around. See, with those speed increases, they get dumped in there pretty quick. All right, it's done. Pull it out. There we go, etching acid. So that I'm going to bring over here, and I'm going to dump inside there. Good. We're getting close. How is this doing? It is done. All right. Now I'm going to have to turn off my magnet. So we're going to take this, and we're going to chuck it in there. And that is going to take 5 minutes to finish. Let's give it just a moment just to see its progress. There we go. Yep, etching process 2%. It's a 100% chance of being etched, but only 2% so far. So leave that in there. All right, we're going to be making these assembly units, and there's going to be a lot more stuff we need. We're going to need a whole bunch of those. That's okay. I've thought ahead and pre-made them. Julia Child, eat your heart out. And so we're just going to need some iron and pressure tube for that one. Pneumatic cylinders. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And those are blue. So I need 66 blue plastic. And a cannon barrel. Okay, I can do that. So let me get 66 blue plastic. And here what we'll do is I'll click the blue and then I'll do the lock selection and it'll just make a whole bunch real fast. I don't have to do all the clickety-clickety. I said I needed 66, so I'll make a full stack and then I'll turn off this and make a few extra by hand. Thankfully it's not using all the blue. Alright, turn that off, take it out, and make 2 more. There we go, 66 of those. Cannon barrels. I need 11 pressure gauges, so I need some gold. Since I didn't do much of the crafting with you last time, we'll do some together here. So I only need 11. There we go. I'm going to need some levers, and I think I've got a supply of levers here in my bag. So now, let's see the cannon barrel here. No, I'll just do it this way. So 11 of those. Now I can use those to make the cannon barrel. Oh, am I almost out of compressed iron? We can fix that. And this time I'll go over here and I'll tell it, come on, open. Why can't I open it? Interesting. I can't open it. Can't open any of them. Alright. Well, it's pressurizing everything. Why can't I open things? I'll be right back when I've got that figured out. Oh, wait. Look, the top of the screen. My cursor's wandered off. There we go. Now I can open things. So I'd come over here and I can switch it to item filter and turn this back to any signal. And it'll just start pulling out all the compressed iron. I can flip that switch too. Still a lot in there that has not converted. Is it a pressure issue? It has gone down a little bit. Ah, yeah. It's used up all the pressure in the chamber opening the door, I guess. This isn't using any pressure, is it? Doesn't look like it, even though it's got the speed upgrades. And this... oh, it looks like it's coming out of it. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, its pressure is the same. It's not going to load it up past what it is out here. So... yeah, it's pulling the pressure out of it. Let's just keep it. All right. So these should slowly convert. But with this upgrade in here, they won't disappear. But I've got enough for my needs. All right. So where was I? Yes, using these to make cannon barrels. So crafting table. U. Shift click. Shift click. All right. Got those. Use those. For this, got 11 of those. All right. What else do I need? Diamond, red dye, whole lot of orange plastic, and a hopper. All right, so I need 1 diamond, 1 red dye, and a hopper, which I don't think I've got any more hoppers. Alright, so make a hopper real quick. There we go. Now I do have orange plastic pre-made, knowing that I was going to do this, and I accidentally set it to make lots of it. So I think I should start being able to craft some of these devices. Let's do the first one. Oh wait, nope, I need, like I said, I pre-made some of these unassembled pieces. Oh, I need to assemble them. Ah, yes, missing a step. A couple steps here. All right. When we get the PCBs out of the etching fluid, and let's check on these, how are they doing? 84%, almost done. Just the one in there. So, uses. So that one's done. It's ready to go. That is a printed circuit board. But this is an unassembled PCB. It needs transistors and capacitors. And these are black plastic, compressed iron and redstone. And these are cyan plastic with compressed iron and redstone. And I pre-made some of those for us. Not enough, so I'm going to have to make some more. Oh, I already had the hopper in there. So let's see how many of these I can finish. 3. And I got all those done. But that's not going to be enough, I don't think. Let's see. Let's give it a try. Can make that part. Next. Alright, got that one. Next. Let's clear it and then order it up. Okay, there's that. And this. I think we maybe have enough to do everything. And the last one, ta-da, we got them all. All right. Let's set them up over here. So we'll set that there. Let's see, I want to put a chest there, so we'll put a drill. Let's see. Here. An assembly laser here. I'm going to need another I/O unit. One is not enough. And the table goes in the middle. Yeah, I need one more I/O unit. Well, we got the one more PCB growing up over here. How's that doing? It's going along. Should be done. Yes, it's done. We just need a few more capacitors. Let me fix this one up and I'll be right back. Alright, got the necessary parts to make one more I/O unit. There we go. And I'm going to put that here. Now we need to swap one of these. I think we just need a wrench. Or do we need the drill? Oh, no, wrench will work. Alright, good. And now we need a chest. And we'll have to do one more thing to make this work. Put the chest here. This needs a program. So, what is it I want to make with these guys? Oh yes, I wanted to make the advanced pressure tubes. So that needs what we got and a laser program with a bunch of pressure valves, or a block of compressed iron and a drill and laser. I've got a drill and a laser. Drill, laser, alright. So we just need to order that. And we're going to do that with the remote, oops, this thing. Let's see if it works better this time. How much are they? 14. Let's get just enough for the one order. There we go, 14. Up. Toss that in there. Again, link it and say order one of those. Just one. Alright. Hopefully it's going to work this time. I won't have to destroy the delivery drones. Oh, there he is. You done? Not giving me what I asked for. I think you're supposed to come, pick up the emeralds and leave, and then you come back with what I want. And there, what I want. And you're still here, so I'm just... Yeah, you're both here. You just don't leave. They like it here, I guess. Alright, not in there, in here. Program. Alright, almost there. So for this, we need a block of compressed iron, and we get advanced pressure pipes. So, let's make some blocks of compressed iron. I can make 3. Toss them in. And we're going to need pressure. And I think the pressure has to come to that guy? Or maybe it doesn't matter. Let's see. No. Where does the pressure come in? To this guy? Ah, yes. So let me switch things around a little bit here. We'll put that there. I put away my wrench. Oops. Wrench. And so I'm going to zap that one. Okay. And, you know, I really should have lined it up with this, because this is where its air juice is coming from. Down like that. Will it connect? No. Alright. Let me shift everything and I'll be right back. Alright. I think they're all set up. We've got our laser, we've got our drill, we've got our input-output, assembly platform, controller, and a chest. All we have to do is complete the connection for pressure. This thing's still using up a lot of the pressure. That looks like those are done. Oh, somehow it lost. That was supposed to be extracting those. Alright, so this should have pressure now. It is building up. And we're just going to put in 3 blocks of compressed iron in there. And this should, once it gets the pressure up, this thing is still exporting all those stacks of compressed iron. Last one. There it goes. Lots of compressed iron. And I'm just going to put away for safekeeping. Keep a stack. How are we doing for pressure? Not great. And we're at 3 over here. I've got a lot of tubes and a lot of machines. What I should probably do is turn off. I added this, what is it called? Can I get a link on it here? Doesn't really have a name for it. A valve, basically, so I can turn it off. And the pressure should start dropping over here. Applied redstone 0. Threshold, oh wait, no, that makes it higher. Maybe that doesn't work. It's not getting the redstone signal. It's an adjacent block. Should. Well, what I can just do is break that. It's not leaking. I guess it is off. Yeah, the pressure's dropping over there. Okay, so we can turn that system off and save all the pressure for what we're about to do, because it needs a bit more over here. So I guess we're going to have to wait until that's ready, and we'll come back when it is. Oh, it was working. I wasn't watching the pressure, and it actually got up high enough, and it looks like it started working on them until the pressure went down too much. I was playing around. Oops, schedule reboot. I was playing around with these levers, and I had one lever. It wasn't working, so I moved it underneath. Ooh, it lost it. That's why it all of a sudden lost pressure. There we go. That gives it signal and turns it off. Alright, that's why I lost pressure. Alright, here goes. Is it done? Looks like... There it goes. If you look in there, any moment it should let go. And we'll have some advanced pressure pipes, pressure tubes. There they are. 8 advanced pressure tubes. Very nice. Now this blue guy should go and fetch the next one. I like these models. They're simple, but they're effective. Too bad that I can't get the animation of opening the chest. Because it looks like that would clear the top of the chest. It would look good. But it depends on what sort of chest. I guess it would really only work for a vanilla chest for sure. Oh, there it's got the block of compressed iron. Bring it over to the assembly table. Put it down. I think this thing could use some speed upgrades. I wonder if I have any extra. Oops, speed. Nope, I'd have to make some more. Why don't we just grab some from over here? I'm not using this at the moment. And now you take them. Oh yeah, there it goes. Ah, it drilled them into those things. So this is like a 2-step process. It laser cuts them down. Very nice. And now it'll pick them up and put them away. Yeah, no problems. All the machines that are necessary for the program are there. And it's working just fine. So we've got a way to make advanced pressure tubes. And there's a bunch of different things you can do with this setup, which we'll have to come to later as we need to. But I'll leave that running. Next, I want to start upgrading everything to advanced pressure tubes. But to do that, I'm going to have to make a few more resources to get the parts I need. I'm going to need some, well, the regulators. These regulators here. Oop, get up there. That's what these are called, I think. Let's see. Valve. A regulator tube module. Yes, that's what I need. You can set those with redstone, and that will change how much pressure it allows through. Well, that's what I'm doing here. But really, I'm just letting it let all the pressure through or none of it by using just a on-off redstone signal at full strength. But most of these machines over here don't, well, let's see, the vortex tubes can take 20 bars. This thing, which I guess doesn't really need, I thought it needed some pressure to operate, but it might not. So really these guys can take as much pressure as they want. Over here, yeah, this has a limit of 5. So this is going to need a regulator on it. And these things will probably have to come off this main trunk line because they also have limits. Well, this one has a limit of 20, but that one has a limit of 5. Well, these things also have only a limit of 5, so they're not going to make 20. For that, we're going to need something else. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Go back to Pneumaticraft. I want to get away from air compressors and go to this guy. So I'm going to need 2 printed circuits, an advanced pressure tube, which I can now make and have made, turbine rotor, which is redstone and gold, 2 redstone and gold. So let's make 16. Let's go over, toss these in. Grump. works. Yep, starting to make them. Of course, its pressure is going to be going down because I don't have it actively hooked up. I might as well let it have pressure again. And now I've got to let it get those out of there. I don't have one to program, so we're going to switch to that just for a moment. There. Now they can come out. And for the future, I'm going to teach it. Good. All right. So, the PCBs. Do I have any more PCBs unassembled? And the blueprints, which I don't need. I have so many blueprints. Oh, yeah, because they bought me lots of blueprints. Don't have any more. Well, okay, I've got empty PCBs. These need to be put in the UV box, so that's going to take a while to do all that. All right, well, let me get the parts ready together, and I'll be back when I'm ready to assemble the Flux compressor. Okay, well, I had forgotten that we don't need the light box anymore to make these printed circuits, and here I've got a little over a stack of them, because you can do that in the assembly factory thing here. By using one of these. Let's see, which one is it? There we go. Using the laser program, you can put one of the blank PCBs in there and get an unassembled PCB. And then you just have to attach the capacitors and resistors. So I went through a lot of plastic. I mean, each one of those takes three black and 3 green. No, 9 black and 9 green for each PCB. Yes? No, 3. Anyway, yeah, 3. So basically to make a stack of these, took 3 stacks of black and 3 stacks of green. It took a lot of plastic. But I figured, yeah, let's just make a whole bunch of them now and then I won't have to deal with it anymore. But as you can see in my inventory, I've got the parts necessary to make 2 of the RF. No, it's like this. There we go. That there. Oops. I need to make 2 blocks of redstone. Okay, there. And there. 2 flux compressors. And I already made 2 more. Where are they? Oh, did I put them in here? Yep, I did. Alright, so I got 4 of those. So I figured probably should keep this symmetrical. But I'm going to have to rip all this stuff out, lay some new tubing, set up some regulators, and a new program in the Steve's Factory Manager to monitor everything. So because of the destruction, it's going to take a little bit. I'm going to do that and bring you back when I start assembling the layout. So, be right back. Alright, I think we're ready. I've gone ahead, and as you can hear the hissing up here, I've replaced the regular pressure tubes on this side with the advanced pressure tubes, and they're currently leaking out the stored. Maybe this one's doing it too. Everything seems 0, but there must be a little bit here in the pipes. So everything's leaking. That's okay. Cleared out all this, and I've prepped the floor for the new design. So, what we're going to do, first I'm going to put down some steel here. 3 like so. There we go. With some heat sinks. Now, how many heat sinks are needed? Don't know, but I'm just going to do this. Oop. Back a little bit more to straighten it up. There we go. Why the heat sinks over here? Well, these RF generators, these RF compressors, flux, let's say it right. Flux compressors generate heat as you really crank them up. And the hotter they get, the less efficient they are until they pretty much completely stop working altogether. So, I want to have their heat dissipated. To control them, I've gotten rid of the Steve's Factory Manager. I'm not going to use it. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and toss it back in the system because I don't need it anymore. Instead, I'm just going to use some redstone conduit here, like that. I also need to attach on the bottom of this bit of pipe a pressure gauge. And I can put the floor back in place. There we go. On this pressure gauge, I'm going to hit it with an advanced PCB. Oops. Right click. So I hit it with one of these. It's in there now. Now I can right click it and do this whole thing. What I'm going to say is 19.0, 19.0. Click back over here so that they're all lined up. So technically the line goes along here, then goes up, and then goes along the top. But really it's only drawing the slope. So what this says is if it's below this black line, if the redstone is down here at 0, then it's going to be outputting 0. But once it gets up to 15, it's going to be putting out 19. Excuse me. Let me change that around. When the pressure is below 19, it's going to be outputting no redstone signal. When the pressure passes 19, it'll be outputting a 15 redstone signal. All right, that's the better way to say it. All right, let's put down our flux compressors. And I think I can get them just like this. There we go. And they are going to just sort of pipe up the center as before. Oh, no. Don't want that yet. We'll get to it. There we go. So they're probably trying to turn on. Let's see. Get down here. A piece of redstone. So that is off. So when the redstone signal is off, so low, they are going to turn on. So right now they want to run because there's no air in the system. As soon as it gets up to 19, the signal comes on, shuts these guys down, and then the pressure should not build up to the 20, which is the max for the advanced pressure tube. But by setting it to 19, it makes sure it doesn't accidentally slip over the edge. Now, these things by themselves are not going to generate enough heat really to throw off their mojo and make them run slower, but I'm going to start giving them some upgrades. For now, I'm just going to give them each 4. That's enough that they're going to need a little bit of heat sink. Probably not this much, but, hey, why not? And let's put a gauge here so I can read it all the time. As for the power itself, let's say I crouch. Going to run along it has to be along the top. These spots on the top are where they get their RF. Oops, not there. There. And I'll put a tesseract below, but as soon as I do that, they're going to kick on. So let's not put it down there quite yet. Let's finish regulating the pressure. All right, over here we can handle 20. I did disconnect the thermo-pneumatic processing plants from the air. and they're empty. So we'll see later if they run without any pressure. Up here, though, I want to add some regulator valves, even on this one. So I'm going to put it right there, like so. And I'm going to hit it with an advanced PCB. And then we're going to open it up. Open it up. All right, now these work in the opposite direction. Whatever the redstone signal is, as this redstone line moves up, wherever it crosses the black line is the current pressure that is allowed through the regulator. Right now it's defaulting to 7.5 when it gets a redstone signal. But I'm going to change that to 19.0 because these things can handle a full 20. But by setting this 0, if we look at it, the applied redstone is 0, the threshold is 19. If we then flip the switch so it's getting a redstone signal and look at it, okay, sorry, this one is different. This one you do have to have a 0 value. There we go. So where the redstone is on, it's letting through at 19. So we look at it now, it says applied redstone 15, threshold 19. Turn off the redstone, now it's redstone 0, threshold 0. So now it's not going to let anything through. So when that's on, pressure's on. When that's off, pressure's off. All right. Going to do the same thing over here, but change the numbers. And this part gets a piece of regular. From here on, we're going to be on, oops. Come on, break. There we go. Going to be on regular pressures. So we want 0.0 to 4.0. Okay, so when the redstone is down here at 0, the pressure is 0. As the redstone goes up, when the lever gets switched, it's going to jump straight to 15, at which point it's going to let through 4. So let's give it a try here. 0, 0. Turn that on. 15 and 4. Perfect. We're going to do the same exact thing over here, because this system runs at 5 as well. 0.0, 4.0, and hook it up like, interesting, there. So 15 gives you 4, and 0 gives you 0. All right, I think all of our pressure regulation is in place. This should be an effective control scheme. Let's go ahead and give it some juice. There they're going. Their power is filling up. They're starting to heat up a little bit, but they're definitely generating pressure, air pressure. And it's pretty speedy. I mean, look, it's already up to 3, which in the old system would have taken a while. Not quite sure how much power is going through. Oh, well, there it says right there. 18,000. Really? 18,000 RF per tick? I'll have to get one of the monitors over here so we can see exactly how much it's drawing. But I don't have one built, so that'll have to be for later. So you can see the redstone this thing is emitting, which is just default at 7.5. Going up. So now it's well past what's safe for this. Come over here and take a look, and it's got nothing because it's not hooked up. So let's turn it on. It's starting to go up, but it should not blow up. This is going back down because it's getting dumped into that big chamber. At some point it should reverse the drop and start going back up again. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. These things are a little bit warm, not too bad. Not glowing red. Now, if you want to see glowing red, let's turn this one on. Actually, let's turn that one off and this one on. Now this is going to be sending over the full 19. These are going to really redden up. Look at them go. They're getting hot. And hotter. And hotter. Now you can see this one is really blue on the backside, and these aren't. I got lots of heat sinks over here. So that's never going to heat up too badly. In fact, it's staying at 5C. Well, this one's dropped to negative 273. There'd be ice forming on here. There'd be dry ice forming on here. Well, maybe not. But, yeah, this really would need a heat sink. It's not running very efficiently. Well, maybe it's not so much efficiently as it's not getting as hot on this end as it could. But that's fine. It doesn't need... It's way hotter than it needs to be. So it's running fine as far as I'm concerned. This is still getting hot, and that's as red as it's going to get. These things are way up here. It's going to go right off the top of the chart. So it's going to run as fast as it possibly can. And this is still processing, even though it has no air pressure. So that's fine. I mean, it says it needs some, but it's still working. So I don't know what's up with that. This one says it doesn't need any. It's got a tiny little bit in it. And it's working, so that's fine. Yep, there, just processed. I mean, the way this is laid out, it indicates that it does need at least 2. And it says it needs 2. Maybe it does need 2. In which case, I'm going to need another regulator. Let me whip that up and I'll be right back. Well, it just ran, and then this changed, and there it changed again. Did you see that? It just jumped. All right, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because the temperature is high enough. Oh, that's it. This is the display for its other recipe without the redstone, because it's gotten so hot. This really is hotter than it should be. Probably should slow this thing down with a regulator, just so there's no confusion. Because it's sort of mixing 2 different recipes here. That's the problem. So yeah, if I look at, let's see, Pneumaticraft, we're running out of time here, but let's take a look at this real quick. So the diesel uses for, and then if I get uses for that, okay, yeah. So this operation with the redstone doesn't take any. But this operation without and hotter does. So it's displaying, because it's gotten so hot, it's displaying the recipe for the other, but it still is doing the lubricant. And since this is like 102, so I can make 102 speed upgrades. I wouldn't mind being able to make more before I shut this down and switch it over to doing the up conversions. Up conversions, you can take the gasoline with that second recipe and turn it into the kerosene. And you can turn the kerosene into gasoline and the gasoline into LPC. Then we can get lots more plastic. Not that I don't have plenty, but... Alright, so this looks pretty stable. It is still climbing. No? I guess with this thing drawing as much as it is, these 4 won't go any higher than that. So turn that off, and yeah, now it's climbing. I'll let these 2 pressurize. Alright, well, I'll play around with it. It seems safe, seems a good design, and if I really need more air, I think I can just put more speed upgrades in here. And these heat sinks should be able to handle it up to a, let's see. If I take them out of here, and start putting them in this one. Oh, now it's starting to get a little bit warmer. And when it goes over 50, it starts losing efficiency. So this is starting, yeah, you can see these have gotten a little bit hot. There's still another place where I can add a heatsink on the bottoms here. Oh, it's compressed iron. That's still getting hot. So I might add, I could just add more. I don't have any more heat sinks, but break. Thank you. Oops. Uh-oh. Getting some lag. Having some trouble with lag earlier this evening. That's cooling it down a bit. Yeah, that's much better. Oh, it may have also just shut off because it reached, yeah, it reached 90. Oh, 19 that fast. All right, I'll turn this one back on. There it goes. How's the temperature now? Still climbing. So more heatsink. Whoa! That actually got me. I didn't think they did that. All right, the blocks don't, but the heatsinks do. And that isn't even that hot. I guess over here, it's just the cold heat sinks, and they don't hurt you. I'll have to put some railings around that. And yeah, more heat sinks. If I want to crank it up that fast. But for now, I'll just leave 4 in each one. 3, there we go. All right. Hope you've enjoyed this. I do like this mod. This is more fun than I thought it would be. He's cooling down. Yep. Can I stand on it? Yeah, I guess 50 is the limit. And that's cooling down as well. All right, so I got some stuff to play around with. If I want to really crank this up to the max. I got the power. Might as well use it. All right. Let me know if you enjoyed this, if you enjoyed Pneumaticraft, and we still have the drones to do, if you're interested in that. Still, the only votes I've had as to what to do with the drones is food processing, which there are a lot of food. The plant mega pack does add a whole bunch of different sandwiches and stuffed peppers. Oh, I hated stuffed peppers when I was a kid. Gave me heartburn. Still do. Strawberry Delight, peanut cookie, orange berry, square huckleberry, gooseberry cobbler. Maybe it might be fun to make a little restaurant that serves all these soups and things and see how much of this I can get done using drones. It's worth a challenge. So if you want to see that, let me know. If you want to see something else, got another idea, let me know in the comments. And until the next time, this is Nonsanity, signing out. Take care, be good, and see you next time.